It's Week 18 of the NFL, and we'll be watching the dynamic Tyreek Hill. He's putting together one of the better seasons in league history. It's the Dolphins and the Jets, and it comes your way next.
Take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the New York Jets. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Jets ball club. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Dolphins. Well, down on the field, they're all thinking the same thing that they do every week, Charles. All the work, all the preparation over the past week, it all leads up to these next 4 quarters.
It's suspenseful now, Brandon, but once that ball is kicked, that thought will go out the window. From then on, it's just time to execute and fight for a win.
So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They're led out by a former number 2 overall pick in the draft from BYU, Zach Wilson.
And I thought in last week's game, he found a way to win like a good pitcher without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions, offset by 1 touchdown pass. Not the ratio, not the numbers you're really looking for as a QB. But finding a way to win, that's all that really matters.
Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
To throw is Wilson. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. It's Zaven Collins who got in there to get the sack.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Call it a pickup of 3, and also now likely a punt on their opening drive.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return, and it'll be Dolphin football. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. The drive starts with a run from Achane. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. This defense for the Jets, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
2 and now on 1st down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete. Now following that last play, I do believe we're going to get a review here. Yes, indeed, the red flag is out.
Previous play is under review.
And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over.
Yeah, remember now the call on the field.
So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have 1 challenge remaining. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A Miami 1st down on the 14-yard pickup. Achane gets it from the gun. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Achane here. They stay on the ground. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
45 yards rushing for him on their opening drive of the contest, and it's now first and goal. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. Devon Achane. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Dolphins get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Back on the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Play action. Now Wilson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And Garrett Wilson, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd and short. You talk about this Miami defense. They were terrific last week against Buffalo in that victory.
I lost count of the number of turnovers that were occurring in that game.
Did.
Right? I mean, I had a clicker going out for a while. 5, 6, 7, 8. It was unbelievable. There have been that many turnovers or takeaways, however you want to say, in the game since the Reagan administration. This is absolutely unreal.
I was in diapers. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. Here's the Jets punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time.
You ain't doing nothing today.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. Devon Achane to the offense, ready to go once again. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. A run straight ahead with Achane. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A very solid gain of 27. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Option handoff now to Achane. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devon Achane with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Dolphins go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Jets, nothing.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And New York set to take the field. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Wilson. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd. He was superb a week ago. 3 sacks in that affair. Now 1 here in the 2nd quarter.
Well, how about our conversations this week? With him, it was pretty simple. He said, I've got a few combinations I can trot out they haven't seen yet. And on the flip side,
under pressure, they got him again. Emmanuel Ogbah. He's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time, it yields a safety.
An absolutely dominating series from that pass rush to record the safety. 3 sacks in a row shouldn't be possible against an NFL offensive line. But there they are, dropping him on 3 straight reps, the last of which came in the end zone for 2 points.
Devon Achane of the offense ready to go once again. He's up over 1,200 yards now on the season. Had a touchdown on that last drive as well. Things continuing to trend in the right direction for this offense, but specifically, Charles, this running game.
and it all comes back to one word, doesn't it? Cohesion. Because you have to have that. Center, guards, tackles, tight ends. Some of the wide receivers being involved, maybe a lead runner at times, maybe a fullback. But all in all, those X's and O's on the grease board that look so nice, that turns into a jumble in real life. And these guys have to know what to do on the run, on the move. They've done it well for them all year long.
Here's Tua. And going deep for Hill. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Tagovailoa going to try and throw on third down. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
They'll go. Achane. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth.
First down, Miami.
A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He'll dump this off to Achane. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up second down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Open man completes it to Claypool. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 23. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Back to the ground, Achane. And a short gain here down to the 22. Jermaine Johnson there to bring him down. Well, these two teams met down in Miami earlier this year with the Dolphins winning that one. So they're looking for another win here at MetLife Stadium to take the season series 2-0. On second down, Tua. Throw caught by Achane. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. And that's good for a gain of 6. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. Looking to pass. Tua. He's got his running back out of the backfield. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll run Achane. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Sanders' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, hey, we get it. No time to waste. Playoffs starting next week. We skip right over halftime and get back to the action. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Dolphins getting set to go back to work here in quarter number 3. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I liked what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
The tackle by Quincy Williams.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
142 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. 3rd down and 1. From the gun, it's Tua. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And he'll get a few yards here to the 34.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Right back to Achane on 2nd down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. That's complete right side to Lazard. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he'll manage to... It's 2nd down. Well, another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because...
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Zaven Collins able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up 4th.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
And this one is right down Broadway. And that'll get the deficit back to 16. Well, certainly happy they were able to force the fumble, Charles, but wish they would have gotten in the end zone, only getting 3 points there and still facing the second half deficit.
And they also will understand it's going to be a whole lot tougher to force another turnover the rest of the game, because that offense, they're going to be all about ball security from here on out.
And able to get this out to the 25. Miami set to take over. And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Achane to start the drive. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Right back to Achane on 2nd down. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 151 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. Here's 3rd and 3. They'll run for it with Achane. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They'll go buy them dinner. But after a play like that, he might reduce it, might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or two, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse.
8 ounce. 8 ounce is good.
All right, just checking.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Play action. It's Wilson. This pass out wide to Hall. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. One quarter remains here as the regular season. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the 4th quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. On 1st down, right back to Hall. Able to slither by. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Zaven Collins getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. On 3rd down, Wilson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Dolphins Dolphins are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Well, I mean, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here, maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Now Achane on 1st and 10.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 3-yard line.
Again, it's Achane.
And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Tua sets up to pass it. And going deep for Hill. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And a most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild, and at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. 4th quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it. But, you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. 2nd and 10. They give to Achane on the option.
And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Jason Sanders on for the field goal. A 54-yard attempt.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This to make it a 3-score game late. The kick by Sanders is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The New York set to take the field. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage, because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Jerome Baker in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon. So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack.
Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And this will be gathered up in the end zone. And that's a defensive touchdown. Once that ball was loose, the question was, would this be 2 or would it be 6? It's 6. The defense able to pounce on it.
And for the offense, the training didn't really kick in, did it? Once that ball comes loose, you've got to get on it, make sure that you recover it, or make sure you punch it out of the end zone. Anything but give it to the defense to score a touchdown.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. And New York set to take the field. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over.
And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
Over the middle, that's caught by Claypool. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
25 yards that time.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another 1st down.
Now Tua.
Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a 1st down.
And the Dolphin 1st down.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane. And the Dolphins are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line.
So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
Achane will take this in for the Dolphin touchdown. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is, I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. One last shot for Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
He's going to let it fly. He's got him in. Complete. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And we talk so much